Hello everyone, welcome back. So far we have our add photo functionality developed in the front end. And in this lesson, we'll see how can we handle the add photo functionality in the backend. All right, now bring up your Eclipse. Okay, right click on the controller package and create a new file. And we call it photo resources. Photo resource. So here we'll add REST controller and the request mapping. As REST. Okay. And we have defined a string image name variable, and then set up auto wire photo service which we haven't defined yet, but we will do it very soon. Here we'll have a photo upload method equals to request method dot post, and it will return a string HTTP servlet response, HTTP servlet request, so this part will take care of the image upload. So we're going to define a multi-part HTTP servlet request as multi-part request equals, this name is kind of long, let me just copy and paste here. Request, basically we're just casting our request, incoming servlet request, into a HTTP multi-part request. Okay, and then we're going to define an iterator. Multi-part file equals multi-part request dot get file it.next. So here we're basically extracting the real file attached to the HTTP request and store that in our multi-part file. And we're going to define a file name equals to the get original file name. Okay. And we're going to pass that file name to our image name, which is a variable defined in class level. Okay. And after that, we'll define a path as a string. New file, we're going to create a file as source main resources static images dot get absolute path plus slash plus file name. Okay, so now we are grabbing the file and store it into our source main resource static, and let's create a package, well, a folder called images. All right. So once we have our path, we can start to try multipath file.transfer to new file path. Okay. And we can just print out system.out.println path to console for debugging purpose. Catch IO exception E. Okay, can print the stack. And then after that, you can say upload image success. So that's our upload photo image mapping. And then we need to create a request mapping for photo add mappers equals to post. And this one will be returning a photo that we have added. Photo.setImageName from the class level variable can return the photo service. Just save photo. And then we can come to add our photo DO. So this one would be a photo DO interface, okay, which will be similar to our user DO. So I'll just copy here and paste. Change this one to photo DO. And we're gonna have a method photo save photo. All right, again, so Spring Boot will recognize this method automatically to save the photo instance into database. Okay, what we need to do right now is to connect this DO to our photo service. So let's just do that. Create a new interface of photo service, and we define a photo save photo. Okay, and we're going to define a implementation for that interface. Photo service IMPL service implements photo service interface. Okay. Here we're gonna auto wire a photo DO. And then we're gonna implement the save method. All right. Oh, this one should be private. Okay. Looks like there's something wrong with our interface. Yeah, there's a typo here. Okay, good. Resource, photo services. We just need to import the photo services. Okay, that looks good. And then we can try to start our backend service. Okay, there's some error here. Let's see. Caused by cannot auto wire field with name photo service implementation. No property save found for type user. That's interesting. Let's go take a look. In the photo.io we just create. Oh, here we need to use photo instead of user. Okay, let's just restart. Okay, after we restart the backend, let's come to the front end page, and here we can try to add some photo. I'll just do a random thing here. Choose whatever file and say upload. Okay, upload successful. Come to our, okay, looks like there's some error here. Java 18, no such element exception. Oh, okay. So you see that the path, eventually we have a backslash. Well, this forward slash, this is backslash. Yeah, whatever. We need to change the direction of this slash. So come to our photo resources. Change this one to, and we need to escape that. So we need to use double. Let's just try to upload again. Click on the upload button. Okay, upload successful. And we have the path. As this one. Okay, let me copy it and paste. Yeah, probably get rid of this. Okay, we have our image stored on local drive. That's good. And what's the error message? Java utility, no such element exception. So basically we are using an iterable, and we are looking for the next available elements, but there's no next available elements. That's why it throws out this exception. All right, so we can just leave it for there for now. Okay, and then let's come back to our page, and we're gonna do submit button. Okay, let's see what's the backend response. Request method post not support. Okay, I did a little bit debugging. It turns out that from the user resources, and here the request mapping, this username Paris is a lowercase username, and we need to use the uppercase like that. Okay, and once you did that and restart server, and then we can come to our home page and try to add a photo. And let's put an image here. Say upload successful, submit. Okay, so we can add photos. And if you come to our static images folder and refresh, you can see our pictures uploaded. Okay, and if you go to our database, refresh, so you can see we just added a 5.jpg. Okay, so that's the new record. And because we are putting the content under the static folder, and Spring Boot will automatically serve the content here. That is to say, if we type in localhost 8080/images/5.jpg, we can see the files. Okay. All right, that's pretty much for this lesson. We'll continue in the next one. See you guys. Bye.